It has come to my attention that you gentlemen are planning to run not for president of the United States in 2024, but dictators for life, the number 4, LYFE.
Dairy is now illegal, except for raw milk.
It's completely illegal.
If I see you with dairy, you're out.
How do you verify that it's raw or not raw?
I taste it.
By the trail of dead people that died from the 37 different bacteria and things that you can get from the raw. There'll be a trail of dead people that drank the raw milk that you'll.
Is the trail of dead people deliberate? Is this your attempt to thin the population by forcing everyone to drink raw milk?
I hadn't thought of it that way.
Dying from raw milk is also now illegal.
Right, moving on to the next, this is a fairly touchy issue. Let's move on to reproductive rights and abortion.
Abortion's for everybody.
Abortions for everyone.
Yeah, on
Abortion
demand.
is now super legal.
It's the only thing legal.
Are they mandatory?
I'm not saying mandatory abortions on the internet. The internet's now also illegal.
What will replace the internet for, say, entertainment, networking across the globe, running global trade networks?
Crocheting.
Survival skills.
Here there's a controversial program that you have, Mr. Dictator, to outlaw fire.
Incorrect.
No, incorrect. You heard wrong.
Incorrect. Okay. Could you clarify?
Lighters will now be illegal.
No more lighters.
You will be using ferro rods and bow drills.
Primitive skills only to produce fire.
How will electricity be produced in that case? Or are you planning to outlaw all power plants?
This guy thinks electricity and fire are the same thing. What a fucking idiot.
I apologize for my outburst and my ignorance deep.
I'll give you a short list of some of the things that will be illegal moving forward. That will include electricity, airplanes, all diesel engines, unless it's a Prius.
What are the other items that you were planning to make illegal? There seemed to be an entire list of fairly random and maybe even capricious things that you're planning to outlaw during your permanent administration.
Well, we'll go to convenience stores. There will now only be available Diet Dr. Pepper, Celsius, water, Muscle Milk, Fairlife made with raw milk.
Yeah, Fairlife's got the ultra pasteurized product that they it's no more. It's got to be a raw milk Fairlife protein shakes.
Yep.
They're fantastic.
Bananas
Bananas.
and Doritos.
These are the only foods that will be permitted under your...
Only the purple Doritos, the sweet spicy chili.
Do you fear that restricting the diet so strictly to Doritos, Fairlife, various raw milk products, completely liquid,
Bananas.
which seems to include no cheeses, bananas,
Yeah, don't forget bananas.
and protein shakes, do you feel that this will produce either a severe cultural backlash from the entire country and possibly the planet, including some of our trade partners, and possibly a nutritional crisis throughout the country? How do you
We're
address
making rickets great again.
why do you want rickets to be... Why?
Why not?
If you can answer me that, then we'll answer you that.
So, one of the policy proposals that we were discussing, can you go ahead and lay out the new presidential fitness qualifications that we're going to have for the school children of America?
The fitness standards is fitness. If you can't run down the street with a 50-pound chain on your shoulders, illegal. If you can't carry 2 5-gallon buckets of water for 2.5 miles straight and then carry them back, illegal. If you can't sprint faster than the 4-cylinder turbo diesel, illegal. If you can't scale the outside of a building with no crevices to put your fingers in, illegal.
Now, we are to understand that beyond all of this, you have global ambitions.
Well, I think it would be a bit ridiculous to only rule 330 million people when there is 8.2 billion people that we could.
Billion.
Yeah. It just seems outlandish to control a fraction of that. Then the rest of them can run around and be wrong.
So moving on to the Department of Education, where you also seem to have some interesting reforms along the lines of the presidential physical fitness standards, which, as you say, are just the beginning.
Just the beginning.
What are your planned reforms for childhood education?
Oh, yeah, absolutely. So, first off, we're going to teach you how to use the ferro rod and the bow drill, obviously, to start fires, because that's going to be important, because lighters are outlawed. Also...
What he's trying to say is subjects like math, history, science, literature, art, illegal. Survival, strength, fitness, intelligence,
Resilience.
resilience. These are the things that the American children need to know. Yes, I said American children, although we're global dictators because all of the world is now America.
Standardized tests, illegal.
Standardized tests will
Yeah,
be
we're gonna take the
as
kids
illegal,
into the woods,
and then
leave them there.
And if they make it out, they are citizens.
and if they don't make it out,
Not our problem.
does this tie into your abortions being mandatory?
We're trying to create like a Lord of the Flies situation here, like survival of the fittest. You know, Milton really had a lot of good ideas in that movie. I think it was a book, but we don't read.
Books are also illegal.
Illegal.
So strength will be a subject in schools.
Yes, let us demonstrate for you right now.
He has passed the strength course.
Yes.
You have failed the
No,
strength
incorrect.
co-
That actually isn't a fail.
that
Yeah, I passed too.
He's incredibly strong. He just couldn't outstrength the dictator.
Duh.
So, in a situation where he did not just get completely owned by
Owned.
owned
Correct.
by a non-dictator, what would happen to the loser in that case?
Excommunication.
Is that when they go to the woods?
They go to a small island 90 miles off the coast of Florida.
If they can make it back, they're citizens.
So you have a group of children being dropped into the woods, but a separate group being dropped 90 miles off the coast of Florida who may or may not be returning to invade, which brings up another question. What is your border policy, and how will you recognize the difference between the various children you've abandoned, both on land and at sea, and the various people who will most likely be trying to escape, but some of whom will maybe get lost and be trying to actually get into this country of yours? How do you plan to manage the border?
First of all, I don't think anyone was listening. Borders are now clearly illegal.
Illegal. The only border that we recognize is the stratosphere.
Sounds
We
like
might go up a few more spheres, but basically, Earth is the only border that we will unite as one human race to fight the aliens that are definitely coming.
Because aliens are also illegal.
Moving on to another current and really, an issue that I bet. What is your plan to deal with rampant inflation, corporate greed? Some call it greedflation. What are you going to do to ensure that everyday people are able to live their lives without being priced out of everything?
First of all, inflation is now illegal.
How
Solved.
how do you plan to make inflation illegal?
Exactly how I just said. Inflation is now illegal.
It's illegal.
Next,
I don't know if I
Money is now illegal. Going strictly back to a barter economy only. I like your shirt. I will give you 1 cow for it.
Do you fear that your dictatorial powers may go to your head and cause you to make some decisions that are perhaps ill-advised, ill-informed? Who forms, for example, your advisory for your various policies that you're coming up with? Everything from a barter economy to child strength testing to mandatory abortions to putting old people in the desert.
Well, first off, our Department of Agriculture is going to be headed up by Joel Salatin. He's got all kinds of great ideas. There's going to be dairy cows in every suburban and urban backyard. Chickens for everybody.
absolutely.
Nothing could go wrong. 37 chickens, actually,
37 chickens
per person.
per person in urban environments,
Yeah, oh, definitely in urban environments.
and a cow.
2 cows.
2 cows
Yeah,
per person.
Yeah, because it's like a bull and a cow. So I guess it's not. So I guess it's just still 1 cow because it's
A cow and a bull
yes.
per person.
Well, the cow needs to produce the raw milk.
Yeah.
That's the flag.
So
fact,
onto
illegal.
foreign policy, which again, you say will be moot at some point because you plan on complete world domination. But
Yeah.
for right now, your solution to the genocide happening in Israel, Palestine, what plans do you have for that conflict?
It can be fair to be said that the geopolitical instability in that region started in 1946 when the British decided to get rid of as many Jewish people in their country as they could and send them to a third country.
So this all might be true, but I just want to point out that that is history, which will now be illegal.
And so for the future, your plan for Israel Palestine is
Israel, not a place, it's America. The entire world is America.
Oh, okay. Yeah, that solves the problem.
Borders are illegal. Everyone lives together now.
Raytheon, also illegal. BlackRock, illegal.
Don't know what either one of those are.
question. If you intend to remove weapons manufacturers and military contractors, how do you plan to conquer the globe?
We're just going to arm everybody.
With
Guns.
But you're getting rid of the arms manufacturers.
A lot of guns around.
This is actually one
We're
of the
gonna take it from the
policies
racists.
we've kind of bumped heads on because I disagree.
I don't like guns.
Let's hear about this disagree. Can you articulate more what your policy difference is and how you're going to practically make your world domination plans come true in a world where you are only using recycled small arms that are available to, I guess, American citizenry?
Well, this is still up for debate between the two of us, which is why we're not currently dictating. I personally would like everyone to go to hand-to-hand combat.
Trying to level the playing field.
You want to take down a deer? Fashion a bow. You want to take down a group of peoples? You better do a lot of push-ups, bub. Because you're not hiding behind any of that gunpowder anymore. Not in my America.